Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Wheel of Time Season 1, Episode 5. I reacted to the first episode. If you want to see my reaction videos about that, I'm gonna put the links into the eye. Just to warn you before beginning this intro, I'm feeling a little sick. Maybe it's because of the fact that it's really cold outside and I'm usually sick, you know, just before Christmas, something like that. Right now I'm in advance, but maybe it's because of that. Maybe also because of the fact that I took my third dose yesterday, so maybe I'm into that kind of mood, you know, because of the dose, you know, because my body is taking it little by little. Yesterday, during what? Like 5 hours? Like, I took my third dose, during 3 hours, nothing, you know, I had nothing, just it was a little painful right there, like it was for the 2 other times. 3 hours later, during 5 hours, I had a metallic taste, you know, into my mouth. Everything that I was eating, that I was drinking, it had a taste of metal. It was really like, disgusting. It was good, you know, during the night, it came back, like usually and all. But yes, maybe it's because of that, you know, that my body is taking that third dose differently than the two first times. Like the 2 first times, it was a little painful right there, but you know, I'm doing that so my muscle can, and it's less painful. If you are doing that just after it and every hour after that, you're gonna see that it's really less painful than if you're doing nothing and all. All of that to tell you that I'm into a weird mood right there. Maybe during the episode I'm gonna be less reactive, you know, than usually. I'm gonna be more like like that. I prefer to warn. Okay, about the show now. Thank you for your comments on my last video, because you know, after the 3 first episodes that I posted, you know, during the same week, I read your comments and you were some to tell me that a lot of readers of the books, remember that I didn't read the books, a lot of them were annoyed by this adaptation of the books, were not satisfied, and during the intro of the last episode, the episode 4, I was telling you that I felt sorry for you guys, that, you know, I know how it is when an adaptation is really bad, like it was the case for Is That Materials, the movie, but I know also how you can feel when it's really great, like it's the case for Is That Materials, the show, and it's really like you're feeling respected and you're feeling, you know, moved and all by that, so I was feeling sorry for them. And you, on the comments of the last episode, seeing me saying that, you told me that in fact readers of the books who were not appreciating the adaptation, were not appreciating this show, there were in fact a minority, but they were really loud, and maybe it's because of that that I heard them being annoyed. But you told me also the reasons why they are annoyed, and you know, I didn't know exactly their reasons. I just knew because of your comments that some people were not satisfied, but I didn't know why, because I want to avoid spoilers, so I'm not making any research on the show. So you told me the reasons why. Let's say that I totally disagree with these reasons, even if I didn't read the books, I just totally disagree with it. If you're mad because into this show we have some diversity and we have also women with power and taking a lot of place, you can go somewhere else, you know, like, don't watch this show, don't watch my videos, really. I don't need you, and this show don't need you neither. That's my opinion. If it's really just about the adaptation, if it's really just because you wanted the show to talk about that and they didn't explore that subject, just think about the fact that an adaptation can't be perfect. For putting something into a screen, you have to make some compromise, and you have also to choose some things. Like, if you're thinking about it, Harry Potter, the books, they are not a perfect adaptation of it. Maybe for the first books, yes, but after that, not anymore. And if you're thinking about The Lord of the Rings, it's the same. I read the books after watching the first movie, and I discovered stuff into the books which were not into the movie, and after that I was really like, you didn't put it into the movie, like, shame on you and all of that. But after that, you know, I watched the second movie, and of course they didn't put everything into the second movie, but I was so impressed by what they created, by what they put and all of that, that I shut my mouth and I stopped to be that awful teenager that I was, and I was just enjoying the movie for what it was and for the effort that they were putting on screen to make a good adaptation. And I think that it's the same for The Wheel of Time. Try to enjoy it, like, try to see the effort that they are putting to make a good show and to be a good adaptation. Yes, they can't put everything, but they are trying their best and they are doing well. You know, for me, as someone who didn't read the books, I think that this show is really great. It's really well done. The pictures, the music, the lights, and of course also the story and the characters. It's really well done, so try to appreciate it for what it is. And if really you can't, just know that I'm sorry for you, and I hope that with time, with episodes, they're gonna manage to convince you, because again, I really know how it is when you're not satisfied and you're satisfied about an adaptation, so I really hope that at some point you're gonna love it. No, not the sun. I decided to film this morning, especially because it was not supposed to be sunny. Come on! I'm gonna wait for you to disappear. Did you make your Christmas tree? I made mine. 1st of December, really? I'm someone who really loves a lot Christmas. Okay, it's beginning to disappear and it's less burning my eyes. Okay, about the show, I was glad to meet Logan, even if I'm not sure that we can say that we met him, because we didn't talk with him at all. So maybe we're gonna discover more about him. In fact, during the next episode, we're gonna really meet him. We're gonna discover who was that voice, you know, speaking to him. I mean, he had a lot of voices talking to him, but I think that one in particular, that woman, Elisha, I think that it was something like that. I think that this woman was important for him, and I think that these voices took her voice, do you understand what I mean? Took her appearance to talk to Logan, to convince him more. I think that these voices made him think that he was a Dragon Reborn, were manipulating him. There were the dark power, you know, into him, the dark side of the power into him. Now he doesn't have it anymore. I felt a little sad at the end of the last episode for him because of that, because you took a part of him in a sort of way. And again, you know, if you were there for my reactions to his Dark Materials, you know what I think about cutting the link between a demon and a human, and for me it's awful. Like, it's really, I can see, I can feel it into my body, like it's painful. You can't do that. It's also like in Avatar The Last Airbender, when you're taking the bending away from someone. No, you're taking a part of this person, so that's why I'm feeling sad for Logan, and I was not surprised, you know, to see him crying and all at the end. It has to be painful to do that, to feel like that. Yes, I want to know more about Logan, to really meet him, to have some explanations about why he thought that he was the Dragon Reborn. And also, of course, I want to have the confirmation that Nynaeve is really the Dragon Reborn. Okay, she was the Raging Sun during that moment, but is it the confirmation that she is the Dragon Reborn? I'm not sure of it. Maybe all of these 5, they have a destiny, you know, an important destiny, and she just showed that she's really powerful, but is she the Dragon Reborn? I'm not sure. And what can be the proof of it? Is there a test, you know, to prove that you're the Dragon Reborn? But of course she used her power for Lan. We can see it coming like that, just like that. And it can be cool. I'm wondering about how Moraine can take it, you know. If a relationship like that can exist. Can they have a relationship, the Warder? Except for the Aes Sedai, you know, with who they are. Thank you also for your explanations about the Aes Sedai and the different factions into the Aes Sedai, and also the fact that some of them, they are most of the time with their warders and the other ones not. Oh, hey, the sun! Am I the sun summoner? No. Wrong show. Okay, that's a really long intro, and I'm not sure of how long it's really gonna be when I'm gonna edit all of the parts when I couldn't film because of the sun. So I'm gonna cut it right there. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier during the day and with an extended or full reaction part. Extended reaction part, it's really longer, you know, for an episode like that. You know, it's a 1 hour episode each time, so it's really longer, if you can be interested by that. And also to support me, it's the best way to support me. But if you can't join me on Patreon, you can still subscribe, like, comment. It's helping me, or at least it's gonna help me little by little to make my channel grow and stuff like that. Let's go for this episode. That intro was a mess. I'm sorry for that. If you stayed during all of the intro, thank you. Can't they be trained, helped, this man with power? And really right there, I don't think that, you know that Mat, he has the power. I think that it's related to the knife. We saw him when he felt it, you know. What is gonna happen to you now? Ah, encircle like a wheel. 1 month?
Is she ready for what's waiting in the White City?
Think she talks to me?
She eats every night at the Warder's fire.
And she's close to you.
Last step. Warder's not supposed to outlive their Aes Sedai.
He'll deliver her ring to the tower.
He seems depressed for sure, but even more than that, empty.
If they are, we'll find them.
Oh, Mat! Frodo with the ring. For me, it's a knife. It's not a dark power, you know, like.
You're right. Just tired.
No, clearly, didn't see your face.
Tell me again. That little girl.
You didn't do it.
It wasn't you, Matt.
No.
Someone said
No, I'm not sure of that.
it wasn't Fade.
It was.
You know you didn't kill that family. You would never hurt that little girl.
I know it.
When the ambulances arrive,
I don't care about the Emerald seat or your tower politics. I told you, I care about my people.
if they've arrived, I'll know.
But will you tell me?
You'll be expected to become a novice immediately. And if you're not careful, those tower politics will eat you alive.
What path do you want her to take?
It's all right to be afraid. You reached out and you touched the source. And now you're wondering, how do you fit into the world? Can you ever go back to being who you were? And the answer is no. You'll never be the same.
But it's okay, Nynaeve.
You saw that for the gift it is. Now, stay here, and I'll try and protect you as best I can.
For her to not move, to obey to you, to let you help her.
And when I find
What do you think? The White Tower.
You're there? Okay, you're gonna be reunited soon?
Those two. Bring them to me.
Oh fuck.
just take our people.
Yes, you see them with Moraine.
If they don't wish to go with you, you can't tell them.
I come.
I love these people. I want to be a part of them. How freaking dare you?
Even if you crush it, bury it, burn it, it becomes quite clear. And the air.
That's why I want to be with them. You know that I'm an airbender.
Stay back. Oh dear, you humans are very excitable. My first day.
You have a cool face. That voice.
You're an ogre. Ogier.
Okay.
Son of Art, son of Halan. And who are you?
Loyal and you're an Ogier.
It's quite exciting to meet an Ayuman. I've read much of your people. I'm not an Ayuman. Really? I came to Tarvalon because she was having to go on town.
She's there. I mean, she's around.
Battle with the false dragon. Parade me through the streets. Come with you. Just give me a moment to gather my things. I'll see you out there.
Yes.
Never taking time to properly prepare for what they're walking into.
Maybe. You're showing that you're recognizing them. No. Not Matt in particular. You hallucinated that?
It turns out it's one of us. That you and me can channel. We won't let each other become like that. I don't give a shit. I just promise you nonsense. Promise me.
No.
I promise.
That you're gonna help him save him, not kill him.
You do the same for me. You bet. After he died, I used to go out pissed drunk before I ever got to the bar. Stupid young boy with a death wish, facing off against an Einstein. She just laughed at me. Somehow we became friends. Or rather, she gave me the honor of becoming her friend. And when she needed a warder, she was already so powerful that she could have had anybody she wanted. She asked for me.
Okay, so now choosing the warders.
We bonded. I had to become worthy of her.
We bonded. You explained to me a little what it meant, but I want to see it.
She walked the last. First you lose Moraine and then tell me how easy it is to jump from one woman to the next.
You're gonna... It's only all of the ones who died? Oof. You can't imagine losing her. I don't think that they have a love relationship really. What did you just do? What? Why are you doing that to her, like, to wash her like that? The symbolic of that, it's... You have blood already on this.
We're nothing, we're not.
We are all someone important under the light.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you. Your mouth is full of shit.
One of those witches once told me that you don't actually need your hands to channel. That the use of the hands of any...
Why did you put him on that?
Light never does anything without a purpose.
I assure you, sir.
Child Valga.
I'm just a girl from a mountain village who should have never left.
But you can touch the one power. I know you can.
Ouch.
Stop me from killing you.
You said yourself you're sworn to the light. And a man of the light cannot kill a girl who's done nothing wrong.
And what makes you think that I'm a man who stays true to his oaths?
Because you have an high opinion of yourself.
If you're going to do it, then do it. I'll come back in my next life and split you from head to tail like the pig you are.
You will
That's
be
my girl.
strong, I said.